Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, as usual, I've got quite a variety of different things going on. I get the half shaft bearing installed on the tractor half shaft. I make a bit of progress on the Arbour press. We might actually get that bush broached, you never know. There's some VR mail come in, some really nice items come from Wales. I'll be showing some of this a little bit later on. I had a visit today from my cousin Lily. You've seen her before on different videos. She's really interested in anything mechanical really. I was using the plasma cutter up in the top shed, and she come and had a look and wanted if I could make her a wolf, so I downloaded an image and I cut her some wolves out of some wolves. I cut her some wolves out of some 3/16 plates, and she said, "We're happy with them, going to take them into school tomorrow." Anyway, when she was here, she kindly did the draw, last week's draw, which for the set of 14 by 1.5 metric tops. I'll show that now.
Hi, my name's Lily and welcome to John's Sunday draw for these tabs. And the winner is
Russell Hitchcock, champion. Where's the good one?
These are the wolves that Uncle John made on the plasma cutter.
Bye.
Aye.
Thanks very much for that, Lil. That was absolutely excellent. As soon as I get your address, I'll get that posted straight off to you. Anyway, I'm going to do another draw. Being when it's nearly Christmas, I'm going to do a special draw. It's a well, I'm sure you all know what it is. It's a height gauge, height vernier. It's actually one that Bob bought at a car boot sale, and he's done it up and cleaned it up and made it nice and made it work. So this week's draw is going to be for that. I'll get a close-up shot of this a little bit later on. It's calibrated metric as well, which will be handy for some of the metric lads, I suppose. Got to find it just around as well. It's just quite a nice bit of kit. As always, if you want to enter the draw to win this, all you have to do is send me an email. That's my email up there. Email containing your name, your full name, like John Mills, not just John. That goes into a bucket. If your name's pulled out of the bucket, I'll happily post this off to you anywhere in the world, completely free of charge. It's just a little way of me saying thanks very much for all the help I've had. I mean, I have used this. It's nice. It's good to use. It's something it hasn't been handmade, but it's been restored by hand, and it is a nice bit of kit. Anyway, Bob, thanks very much for donating it. I'm sure somebody will really enjoy owning that. This is the viewer mail that was kindly sent in by Phil and Jackie Evans. These books are handy, they're full of useful information, tables and charts. All current stuff. That's a particularly handy one. I haven't got any information at all on horizontal milling cutters. Some nice measuring and marking out tools. The full set of marking out gear there, 2 scribes, 2 rulers. Very nice. It's a Starrett rule. All this will be either put to use or it'll be used in future giveaways. I have got all this already, so possibly that'll be a giveaway, a nice little set to have. Meter 2 vernier, and one without the electronic readout on, or without the scale on. You're probably able to add 1 or 2 things up together to read it, but it's still a very useful bit of gear. I have got 1 vernier I use all the time and a couple of spare ones, so once again I think this will be probably given away. Its point is just lying in my cupboard, and he did say useful to me or somebody else. It's even got the lad's name on, so he's obviously been a machinist who's probably retired. Right, and the last item is a Mitutoyo 25mm metric micrometer. This is better than the 25mm mic I've got, so I'll be keeping this one, and I've actually got two. I'll be keeping this one and giving my spare one away. Anyway, Phil, that's great. I really do appreciate it. Your tools will be looked after. Certainly be put to good use. Really is a nice little micrometer, that. I'm using this 20mm stun to modify the Arbour press, just because that's all I happen to have. It doesn't need to be as strong as this, but nothing too strong have I broke. All I need to do is face the end square and drill and tap it, 12mm. That's a nice square shoulder, so when it tightens up into the base of the press or machined, it'll be lying nice and true and square. Just want to put a light chamfer on, not too much, because I want to keep the square shoulder. I think that'll do for that. Tapping drill for 12x175 is 10.2. This is a brand new 12mm tap, a machine tap, so we'll show you how to power tap this. Put the lathe in the bottom here. In reverse. Got your like chamfer on the end. holes were cut on the plasma cutter were 11.5. I'm just going to put a 12mm drill through to clean them up. Right. Right, the thing we want now is these to be parallel to each other, which they should be, or at least reasonably parallel to each other. We'll have a measure. I'll do it this way so you can't see the vernier. I can't. Right, what we've got. Hopefully you can see better there. 104 and 103.99, 904, so they're parallel. All you need to do now is make a base for it. Probably something in that sort of shape just to bolt onto it. And then we can get back to the job in hand, which was putting a keyway into a pulley boss. Anyway, all good fun. I've been meaning to do this modification on this Arbour press for quite some time. I don't think it's done very much work because I still paint inside of there. And there's no wear on the rack. Right, so that goes into there like that. A bit of grease won't do any harm. Bell end. Putting that way, it's a lot simpler. Right, that's how it works, simple as that. Except that goes in. Oh, that was tight in there. Strange. There is adjusters on here to adjust the. That's strange, I wonder if someone's fell out of there. Right, there's actually a recess in there, there's been a plate in there which takes up the plate and which also pushes onto that face there. These two bolts adjusted because it was a really nice fit in there. So I've lost that bastard somewhere. And I'll have a look around, try and find it. But I'll probably end up making a new one, and then once I made a new one, it'll turn up. Right, I've spent quite a bit of time and I can't find it. Just mark it there, make sure it goes back the same way. Right, and sure enough there's been a plate in there because those are below the surface. Hasn't been very thick, but there's definitely been a shim in there. It's annoying, that. This is the plate off the front of that Arbour press. I think probably what's been in there would have been two probably brass washers or whatever, just to put a little bit of lure on the actual moving part of the press, on the rack of the press. I've got a bit of bronze bar here. I'm just going to machine an 8mm hole in with a milling cutter just to take the head of those bolts, and then I'll machine them just so they're a nice fit in there, and then we'll be able to use that to adjust set the clearance up. Some sort of idea of what thickness I want. 5mm. Right, I've got a 5/16 milling cutter. I need to go in for a couple of mils, so 0. That's just to show that's where it fits onto the back of the bolt. Right, we want the 5mm. Right, that's 5mm there. Right, so that drops into there. That bolt keeps it from moving, and then we've got adjustment on the back there so it will take up any clearance. I'll make one more and we can possibly get it back together. Right, we'll try and get it assembled now. Better that way. The teeth are engaged, it'll probably work a lot better that way. Right. Those are the two little buttons we've made. Just glue them on. A bit of grease like that. One on there, one on there. Now I did mark this. There was a mark there, so that's the way that goes. Like that. Right, we're back to where we were before we lost the spacer pieces. I'll adjust these two first. Just touching and taking the plate off, no problem. Right, and these two, we'll take that plate off. It's better. Feels good. That'll never last forever. It'll certainly outlast me, I would imagine. Right, so back to where we were before we lost it. It goes in from that side, like that. And there was a little piece on there. Right, that's it. Make a handle for him there. That's a nice fit. Not too tight, but it's not piss wobbly slack.